John Buick Skylark, scene 1, take 2, Mark.
Hi, my name is John Russ. I've been interested in vehicles my entire life. I have been always in the automotive industry. What got me into cars was my father. He, at a young age, he was always buying muscle cars and cool cars. I have owned my Skylark for a little over 20 years. When I bought it, I was actually looking for a 68 Chevelle when I bought it, but I came across it. I heard about it through work. I worked at Walters GM. So one of the mechanics there had told me about this car sitting out in Armstrong, so I went and took a look at it, and I ended up liking it and buying it at that point. It was already painted. I've done quite a bit of work to it since. I chose this car when I went out and took a look at it. They did a nice job on the bodywork and everything else, and the price was right. And it's when I decided that it still is an A-body car, like a 68 Chevelle, and I just sort of fell in love with it. Over the years, I actually prefer it over the Chevelle. So. It is a 1970 Buick Skylark that has been cloned over to a GS. It used to be a 350 car, and now it has a 455 in it. Now, a factory Buick GS, when it came out in production, it would have 360 or 370 horse at 510 foot-pounds of torque. This one has more because the motor's done up. I've never had it dynoed, so I don't exactly know what, but I know it's a tire burner. So she's a fun car to drive and play with. She's got a 12-bolt rear end in it that's been narrowed to fit the wider tires in the back and strengthened axles. It's got nice wide boots in the back. They're 295, 50, 15. Front tires are 225, 60, 15. The interior, it's a bucket seat console car, which makes it quite nice. It's sporty. Black interior. It's got the horseshoe shifter, as people call it, that everybody seems to really like and sought after. Interesting stories about the Skylark. One that always sticks out in my mind mainly is that I used to take it up to the Old Time Drags in Ashcroft, and I took my wife up there one year, and she wanted to try it. And she was so nervous with it, and she was up at the starting line, and I was guiding her all the way up there, and tears come to her eyes, afraid to do this, to race the car. She did one lap, and I went down the track, came back, and after that poor car was hot lapping over and over again because she wouldn't stop. She enjoyed it so much. So that's one of the interesting stories, but yeah. The Skylark, future plans for the Skylark, I'm more or less done with the car. I do plan to make it a manual, so a 4-speed transmission, put a Muncie rock crusher in it, just to have something different, just because I've always wanted a big block manual car. I have no intentions of getting rid of this car anytime in the near future, but one day down the road, it'd probably be sold or whatever, because I wouldn't mind having a Toyota Land Cruiser that's Chevy powered or a full-size Blazer, something like that. But that's quite a ways down the road.